Hello and welcome back to Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. In the last episode, we played through the second chapter of the game, and today we're playing through Chapter 3, the enigmatic future. Let's get started. Oh, we also met Future Luke last episode. That was a pretty important thing, too. So, Mr. Triton, where are we headed? Luke, please call me anything but Mr. Triton. It's really strange being called out by myself. It's pretty awkward for me, too, but what else am I supposed to call you? I don't see why you both can't be called Luke. Should the need to distinguish you two apart arise. You can be Big Luke, and you, Little Luke. I'm not too keen on Little Luke, but it beats all this confusion. Whatever you say goes, Professor. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance again, Little Luke. Oh no, the pleasure is all mine, Big Luke. Now, where were we? Oh yes, something I need to check up on. Professor, on your way to the casino, did you pass a restaurant and the shopping arcade? Yes, we did. The one near the southern exit to the arcade. That's the one. We'll head there first. A friend of mine is waiting for us there. Alright then, we know our way to the arcade restaurant, so let's go ahead back. Just a little farther, Luke. We're almost to the arcade now. I know, we walked through there earlier. Oh right, of course you did. You mentioned that before, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, there's something I've been wondering about. What's on your mind? Well, a time machine able to take people at any point in time could really change the world. Not just that, it could improve people's lives. Yes, it certainly has the potential to do that. So even though the machine could do so much to people, you want it to stop it from being made. Think about this scenario. Imagine there's this bully who's always giving you trouble. Go on. Now, let's say you had that time machine we've been talking about. Would you travel back in time to when that bully was a bratty 5-year-old and wail on him? Of course not, that'd be cruel. Of course you wouldn't, because you've got a good heart. But imagine the damage someone with less kind could do with a machine like that. I guess I never thought of it that way. You've got to stop the machine from being built. Great, okay. So we have to go down here to get to the restaurant, right? Because this is where we came from before, okay. Look, there's the restaurant. Is this the place you had in mind, Big Luke? Yes, this is the one, let's head in. Alright, into the restaurant we go. Luke, do you see the man in black over there? Does he seem familiar to you? Yeah, he's the one who brought us a letter from you. Sorry to keep you waiting, Shipley. Okay, wrong voice. No, I just got here a moment ago myself. Though you've all met before, I don't think you've ever had a proper introduction. This is my good friend, Shipley. Shipley has played a vital role in the effort to bring you and Little Luke to our time. Pleased to meet you, Shipley. Likewise, Professor. I'm sorry I had to be so brief with you when we last met. Luke here told me I shouldn't share any details until he had a chance to speak with you himself. Don't give it another thought. Luke needed to test us before sharing the details of his plan. Shipley, did you manage some reconnaissance work in Chinatown as I asked? I did indeed, Luke. That filthy scumbag Layton. Apologies, Professor. That would be the evil Layton that I'm referring to. The Professor is surprised at the situation. Do continue. Right, you know the towering pagoda located in Chinatown? Apparently evil Layton is holding those scientists captive. He's holding scientists captive? It seems he has them working on something day and night. So the scientists are in the tower itself. It's going to make things very difficult. I also heard another peculiar rumor while I was in town. Yes? Word has it that the Prime Minister just 10 years ago is being held up there too. What? They're the Hawks. Why is it that there's always the final confrontation of every one of these games is always a giant tower of some sort? He's been missing for 10 years. You suppose evil Layton might have abducted the Prime Minister in addition to all those scientists? We won't know until we check the facts for ourselves. Big Luke, you seem apprehensive for the mention of the Towering Pagoda. What is this place? The Towering Pagoda is the family stronghold, and it sits by a sea of warehouses in Chinatown. To complicate matters, the whole of Chinatown is controlled almost exclusively by the family. That means even getting within walking distance won't be easy. Be that as it may, we need to head to the source of this madness if we are to uncover the truth. Can you guide us safely to the tower? Infiltrating a place like that is going to take a bit of preparation. Why don't I split off for a bit and see if I can secure us a safe route to the tower? Go on and set off for Chinatown without me. Shipley can tell you how to get that far, alright? Very well. Good, now I need to get moving. Be careful out there. Wow, you sure took off in a hurry. Shipley, we need to get to Chinatown. What's the best way there? Let's see, I'd say your best bet is to head back north on Flatstone Street. As you make your way toward the casino, there's a small set of stairs that go off to the right. Did you see them before? Ah, yes, now that you mention it, I do recall passing by an area that fits that description. Good, head up those stairs and follow the narrow path at the top until you hit the riverbank. From there, just follow the path you're on and it'll take you straight into Chinatown. You're not coming with us, Shipley? I wish I could, but I've got to stay here and wait for word from your older self. Very well. Thank you for your assistance, Shipley. Come, Luke. You mustn't dilly-dally here. Take care of yourself out there. If you run into any trouble, you can always find me here. Great. Then I guess let's set off. Okay, we gotta get back to Flatstone Street. I don't know why did I go this way? I need to keep going this way. Okay. Up in this direction. Set of stairs. Did I miss it? Maybe it's back this way. It is not back this way. Okay. Let's keep going further up in this direction then.
What? Here you go.
What's this now?
Open it and see.
A hat?
For the newly appointed professor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a fully fledged member of the academic community now. So you've got to look the part. Very dashing, Herschel. The picture of a true gentleman.
A true gentleman?
No, leave it on. It suits you. It really does. So no taking it off. Oh, look at the time. I didn't realize how late it was. I have to go to the lab. We're running a very important experiment today. Let's continue this celebration over dinner tonight. Oh, and promise me you'll wear the hat. It's not your usual style, but keep an open mind. After all, isn't that what a gentleman does?
Yeah, so apparently those scenes are supposed to be flashbacks, and that one was much more clearly meant to be a flashback than the other one, because it showed him getting his hat. The first one did not, but they definitely could have done something, because in shows like Suits, where they occasionally have episodes, or I guess I should say had since the show ended last year, the show would have episodes where it would show two timelines at once, one from the past, one from the future, and how they connect to each other, and to distinguish between the two of them, the old timeline, or the past timeline, would have a slightly different color tint than the present timeline, but in this game, it just hard cut to the flashback with no indication whatsoever, so just whatever.
See that, Professor? Wasn't that the same one we saw earlier? I suppose it was. You seem distracted, Professor. Are you alright? What was that? Oh, right, I'm fine. Did you say so? Oh, look at that! I bet these are the stairs Shipley mentioned. I could have sworn that was Claire, but it couldn't be.
Whereas the Prime Minister who disappeared 10 years ago is being held up there too.
Perhaps the Prime Minister wasn't abducted 10 years ago. Could he have been brought to the future like Luke and me? What if all this talk of time travel is real? If so, then maybe that was Claire. No, it defies all logic. Claire can't be here. After that awful day, there's no way.
Okay, you have my intrigue, but for now we're going up the stairs.
Suppose that bronze statue depicts some sort of local hero. I'm going to have a quick look.
Huh.
Say, Professor, the man in the statue has the same hat as yours. Haha, so he does. If I'm the man in the statue, does that mean you're the boy there? Aha, he doesn't look a thing like me. Oh, there's a description of the statue here, let's see. Seems our friend here was some sort of famous author. An author, you say, not a professor? Can you imagine if he was? Now that would be quite a coincidence. The fellow used to write big, complicated books, but that all changed because of the boy here. The boy was sick, and to cheer him up, the man wrote an adventure novel for people of all ages. I guess the book was so successful that he went on to write more of them. What a heartwarming story. Oh, but that's not all, Professor. Here, I'll read you the rest. In the end, the little boy was taken by—
Oh. Well, that's depressing.
I can't believe how sad that ending is. There, it's not all bad, my boy. It sounds like two found true friendship in each other. Some people go through their whole lives without experiencing that. I suppose so. It's still sad, though. Look here, it says, in memory of an extraordinary and everlasting friendship. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our friendship grew to those heights? What do you mean, if? Our friendship is already extraordinary and everlasting. Now, no, Luke, I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers. You're right, we're very good friends. You're not upset, are you? Why would I ever be upset? Anyway, better get going. Oh, dear.
Okay, let's keep on moving forward into Chinatown. Now we're in a dark and spooky alley. Okay, let's just keep on.
Is this really a bit of Chinatown? It's awfully dirty and dark. Why does sudden apprehension? Doesn't place frighten you, my boy? Me scared? No way, I just want to get out of here. Let's go. Now, Luke, don't just run off. Be careful. You could slip. Whoa! Ow! Oh dear, now what did I just tell you? Professor, are you smiling right now? Smiling? Me? Certainly not, are you quite alright? I just banged out my knee on the low. I'll walk it off. Oh good, I was worried for a moment. Let's go.
Okay, just keep on moving ahead.
Looks like we're on the right track. Here's the River Thames. Indeed, it looks as majestic as ever. I suppose some parts of London never change even after 10 whole. Hey, that wasn't there before. I see you've noticed it too, Luke. That has to be the biggest lighthouse I've ever seen, and it sure wasn't there before. It's in almost pristine condition, so it must have been built fairly recently.
Return to the Shady Grove. Oh, okay. I guess we're done moving on here. Great. Return to the. Actually, I guess we'll probably talk to some people. Let's talk to you. Good day, you two. Isn't the view here positively glorious?
Yes, it's quite nice.
It's nothing short of breathtaking. I haven't been talking to any of the NPCs along the way. I guess I should start talking to people.
Professor, look at this guy. Did you suppose he could be a part of the family?
Now you listen, boy. I'm standing right here. If you have something to say, say it to my face. What's more, I don't appreciate being associated with those drabbily dressed ruffians. Look at this suit, boy. Do you see that stitch work? This was custom made in Italy. Italy, I say!
I'm so sorry, sir. I meant no offense. It was foolish of me to think you were part of that bunch.
But as long as you acknowledge your mistake, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones this once. For just so there's no doubt as to my identity, let me introduce myself. Before you stands London's most distinguished, dashing, and debonair man. The name's Graham. I would tell you to remember the name, but I know you'll never forget it.
Got it. Graham, London's most distinguished, dashing, and, I forgot the last part. But I won't forget the name, I promise.
Great. Lovely chat. Okay. We can go further. Interesting. Oh, this man looks sad. And he's got a puzzle for us. Oh, hello there.
Say, do you happen to know if this is the way to Chinatown?
Yeah, this path will take you there. Probably.
Probably. Haven't you taken this path before?
No way, I've just got this feeling something could happen to me down there. Something bad. Like, what if I had to run in with the family? That would get messy fast. I'm better off just staying here and solving puzzles. And on that note, here's one for us to solve. I got a feeling the family's goons might be looking around here. I didn't want any trouble, so I've hidden in a spot where I can spy on them without being seen. Do me a favor, will you, and tell me how many goons there are? Do I seriously just have to... Wow. This is... lame. This isn't a puzzle. This is a Where's Waldo game. I just have to, do I seriously just have to count how many freaking... Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3... he disappeared, but there was one there a second ago. 3, 4, 5... Do you count? Well, I'll say you probably count. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I think that's all of them. So there's 9.
This one's as good as solved.
That wasn't a puzzle. That was just shine your light around the room and find all the... Okay. Sure thing. That was fun. Hey, you saw my puzzle. Guess you're not part of the family then. They're not too bright, see?
Of course not. We're no family goons. I'm Luke, and this man here is the famous Professor Layton. Ah! Layton, you say? Of course he's not a family goon. He's the head honcho. Help! Somebody help me! Oops, I forgot how the name Layton has to scare the stalks off people in this time. Yes, it's unfortunate, but people seem to think I'm a criminal. On a more interesting note, do take a look at the ground, Luke.
That's... odd.
Those footprints must belong to the man who just ran off. Come to think of it, his feet and pants were all wet, but why? It's a bit chilly to be out for a swim, don't you think? Indeed, so how did he get all wet?
Okay, we have all the mysteries unlocked now. The missing leader probably being kept in the tower. I didn't want to back out of that page, for God's sake. Okay. Future Layton. I mean, okay, so why is he evil? He's probably Don Pello impersonating himself. Like a stun gun. Probably also impersonated by Don Pello, and then switch. Like, I doubt these two were seen in the same room at the same time, so they probably switched between the two to make the illusion they were two different people. Mystery woman, his old girlfriend / wife. I don't know what the story is there. Wet clothes. Men in white laboratory coats seem to be all over this part of town, but the odd thing is that their trousers and shoes are always soaking wet. Why on earth would they be walking around around London with wet feet? I don't even have the slightest idea for that one. Okay, well, that's it for now, so let's keep on moving towards Chinatown.
You know, Professor, with all the trees here, this hill is actually kind of creepy. What's the matter, Luke? Are you afraid of bumping into a ghost? Come on, Professor, I know you would never believe in something so unscientific. Unscientific, you say? Yeah, there's no proof that ghosts exist, nothing based on fact anyway. And as a man of science, naturally, you don't fear something as silly as ghosts, right? Maybe just a little.
Okay, let's keep on moving. We're almost there. Nearly there, just a little bit further to go. Okay, we gotta talk to you first, that's fine.
Psst. Hey there, you two. We got a lost look about you. Do you know where you are? I confess we do not. It's our first time passing through here. Listen, I could be wrong, but it looks like you two are a couple of upstanding citizens. I'm a nice fellow, so I'll clue you two in. Standing right on top of a black market bazaar. Black market? Wow! Wow, that's right, kid. We sell a lot of weird stuff out here, and no one questions where it comes from. If it was me and those shiny loafers of yours, I'd keep my head down and vamoose as quick as I can. Yes, that seems prudent. Before we go, though, tell me, why do people come all the way out here to do their shopping? Listen, kid, the things for sale here, well, let's just say you won't find them at the supermarket. But come to the bazaar, and who can say what treasures you'll find? So you deal in antiques and otherware items. I think we've asked enough questions for one day, Luke. Let's move on, shall we? You two be careful. Oh, and if you're ever in the market for something hard to locate, swing by.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thanks, pal. Goodbye. Okay. Hi, friends.
Oi! So what do you two think you're doing? No one passes through this gate here. Now clear out or we'll be having more than words with each other. I see. The nerve of them, they're just a pair of brutes, don't you agree? Professor, what are you thinking about? Tell me, Luke, do those two remind you of anyone we know? Him? It's not an exact match, but they do bear an odd resemblance to a certain pair of fellows we know. Of course, like one Inspector Shelby and...
Ah, that's a bit of a stretch. That's a very, very big stretch. I don't know about that one there, pal.
The event you've been top to demonstration? Yes, why do you suppose the police inspector was invited to an event like that in the first place? Well, he's had quite a few tough cases.
No, he hasn't. We did all the work for him.
Maybe his celebrity status got him invited. Yes, I'd assume the same thing. After all, pseudo-celebrity status is what got you and me our tickets. Pseudo-celebrity? Nonsense, you're the great Professor Layton. The very model of a modern-day English gentleman. Haha. I hate to say it, Luke, but I think you're the only one who'd heap that kind of praise on me. From what I saw, almost everyone there was a part of London's upper class of the media. The inspector and I were clear exceptions to an otherwise homogeneous list of names. So? So the question looms before us. Why did Dr. Stungun, whoever he is, invite the inspector and me? Well, I wouldn't give to hear the inspector's take on the event. Yeah, it's too bad we'd have to go back to our own time to ask him. Wait a second. What if the inspector's still working here in the future? Professor, there you are. Ah, hello, Luke. I couldn't help but overhear you as I ran up. Did you say you'd like to meet with the inspector? Yes, ideally we would meet him back in our time, while the events of 10 years ago are still fresh. I think we can make that happen. But how? Let's continue this conversation away from prying eyes, shall we? Why don't we head over to the wooded area to the west?
Okay. My favorite place for having private conversations, a dark, spooky forest.
There, much better. I don't think anyone's likely to overhear us here. You mentioned that there is a way for us to visit the inspector who exists in our own time. I can only imagine this means returning to the present. Is that possible? Indeed, Professor, but the only way to do it is to use the wormhole in the clock shop. But the door of that place is bolted shut. How do we get in? That shouldn't be a problem. I can get that door open for you. Strange. Why is it you have such easy access to the wormhole? I promise I'll explain everything when we get there. Please trust me on this. But for now, let's return to the clock shop on Midland Road. What about our plan to head into Chinatown? But we'll have to go on the back burner for now. The situation has changed.
Okay. That was kind of an underwhelming chapter. We didn't really learn a whole lot there. We actually didn't really solve all that many puzzles, to be honest. That was not that great of a chapter. Kind of meh. But that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Goodbye.